Nuevos amigos, me da mucho gusto en verlos. I'm very happy to see you. Estoy emocionada. I'm excited about today's lesson. Get your Spanish journals ready and be prepared to write. Alisten sus diarios de español y prepárense para escribir. Spanish has become the third most spoken language in the world. As we have learned, it is the national language of Spain and most of Latin America. The ability to do business with different countries depends on the ability to communicate in different languages. One of the best ways to learn a new culture is to connect with it through language. As people around the world import and export goods and services, the economy of individuals in different countries becomes intertwined. The export and import trade is a cultural exchange as well as an economic exchange where money travels from place to place. All these countries play an important role in the global economy. In Spanish, the term for global economy is la economía global. Say it after me. La economía global. One more time together. La economía global. Bien! We will learn about the Spanish language in the work world in today's lesson. Now it's time for the verb of the day. El verbo del día.
El verbo del día es negociar. To negotiate, negociar.
Let's conjugate the verb negociar. To negotiate. Yo negocio. I negotiate. Tú negocias. You negotiate. Él, ella negocia. He, she negotiates. Usted negocia. You negotiate formal. Nosotros negociamos. We negotiate. Ustedes negocian. You all negotiate. The business world is full of possibilities, and the more languages a person speaks, the more doors will open to new opportunities. The word for opportunity in Spanish is oportunidad. La oportunidad. Say it after me. La oportunidad. One way to start a business and learn from others who own businesses is through the help of a local chamber of commerce, an organization of professionals devoted to promoting good business in the community. The term for chamber of commerce in Spanish is Cámara de Comercio. La Cámara de Comercio. Say it with me. La Cámara de Comercio. Listen one more time. La Cámara de Comercio. Good! A chamber of commerce, una cámara de comercio, can offer many things, including the chance to meet other people in business and build a network of valuable relationships. In Spanish, the word for network is red de trabajo. La red de trabajo. Say it with me. La red de trabajo. Let's say it one more time. La red de trabajo. It literally means a net of work because la red is Spanish for a net, like a fisherman would use. Here's our first dialogue using the verb of the day, negociar.
Veo que te gusta negociar.
Sí, soy buena negociante.
¿Qué negocias ahorita?
Estoy recaudando fondos para el club de francés.
Did you notice how the verb negociar was conjugated in the dialogue? Let's go over the dialogue and work on our pronunciation together. Student number 1 said, Veo que te gusta negociar. I see that you like to negotiate. Say it after me. Veo que te gusta negociar. Now, let's say it together. Veo que te gusta negociar. Student number 2 replied, Sí, soy buena negociante. Yes, I am a good negotiator. Repeat after me. Sí, soy buena negociante. Let's say it together. Sí, soy buena negociante. Listen one more time. Sí, soy buena negociante. Student number 2 asked, ¿Qué negocias ahorita? What do you negotiate now? Say it after me. ¿Qué negocias ahorita? One last time together. ¿Qué negocias ahorita? Next, student number 1 said, Estoy recaudando fondos para el club de francés. I'm raising funds for the French club. Repeat after me. Estoy recaudando fondos para el club de francés. Let's say it together. Estoy recaudando fondos para el club de francés. Listen one more time as I say the sentence again. Estoy recaudando fondos para el club de francés. Buen trabajo. Good job, nuevos amigos.
There are many Latino-owned businesses, corporations, and companies in the United States. They vary from small family businesses to national television stations. Different businesses function in different ways, but they have to follow American rules and regulations related to doing business. The Greater Dallas Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, La Cámara de Comercio Hispana de Dallas, is an organization that helps businesses, especially Latino-owned businesses, and those that promote business with Latinos. They offer classes and seminars on how to start a business and make it grow. They also promote cultural events and economic growth within the Hispanic community and work with school districts, like the Dallas Independent School District, through supporting education. One of their programs focuses on providing information about educational scholarships for students. One day soon, you could own a business, and if you join a Chamber of Commerce, you will find a source of help and a place to develop una red de trabajo, a network of relationships. You would be investing in the future success of your business and the community.
Amigos, ¿cómo están en este día tan maravilloso? How are you this marvelous day? Good? I'm glad to hear that. Here is our dicho for today. Donde una puerta se cierra, otra se abre. Donde una puerta se cierra, otra se abre. Let's say it together. Donde una puerta se cierra, otra se abre. This dicho translated to English means, where a door closes, another one opens. A similar saying in English is, when one door closes, another door opens. Our dicho tells us to look for opportunities. If one door or pathway to what you want closes, look for another way. Don't be discouraged. There are many possibilities all around you. Another door will open if you look for it. Let's say it together one more time. Donde una puerta se cierra, otra se abre. I've enjoyed having the opportunity to share with you the dichos that reflect the wisdom of the Latin American community. Now it's time for this door to close and a new door to open. Remember to write today's dicho in your diarios de español. I will be thinking of you as you continue your studies and meet each day's opportunities with strength and wisdom. Cuídense mucho. Take care, nuevos amigos.
Donde una puerta se cierra, otra se abre. It's good to know that new opportunities are waiting for you when you look for them. Another way to create an opportunity is to communicate what you have to offer to others. This is called advertising. Advertising in Spanish is publicidad. La publicidad. Repeat after me. La publicidad. You can advertise a service, a product, or even a skill, like the ability to design buildings or homes. Skill in Spanish is destreza. La destreza. Say it with me. La destreza. There are many people in the workforce that are highly trained. Workforce in Spanish is fuerza de trabajo. La fuerza de trabajo. Say it after me. La fuerza de trabajo. Let's say it together. La fuerza de trabajo. Excelente! Let's meet a skilled member of the workforce who uses the Spanish and English languages every day.
Architect Marcela Abadi Rhodes came to the United States from Panama when she was a child. She had to learn English and integrate into the American culture, but she never forgot her Spanish or her native country. She received her degree in architectural design and is proud to have contributed her skills, sus destrezas, and talents to the city of Dallas. Let's visit with Marcela and find out how Spanish plays a role in her life.
I came to the United States when I was 11 years old from Panama, where the canal is, the Panama Canal. And we came, my sister and my mother and I, for new opportunities. We came to live with my uncle, who was my mother's brother, and we didn't know a word of English, so it was very scary. But what was nice is that my mother did speak English, and she spoke English to us so we could learn it. And then, of course, we still speak Spanish at home, and we always did when I was growing up, and we still kept our culture. We ate arroz con pollo, and we listened to salsa, and we had a lot of fun growing up. We're still very connected to our Panamanian culture, but also integrating our American citizenship and culture too. I'm an architect, and I design buildings and restaurants and homes, and I just do all sorts of fun activities with my design. I use Spanish mainly when I do construction. When I'm overseeing construction, there's a lot of the workers that speak Spanish, and so it helps them to have the architect that speaks Spanish so I can tell them what I need them to know. My clients don't all speak Spanish. Some of them have in the past I've had Spanish speaking clients, and that's very helpful because they feel comfortable and with their own language. And so currently, unfortunately, I don't have a client that speaks Spanish currently, but I have, and it's very fun when I get to use my Spanish in my work. The advantages of speaking more than one language is amazing. It opens up all your doors. You're not just limited to only the one language you speak. For example, if I only spoke English, then I wouldn't be able to have the experiences to go to different countries or meeting different people, or even people here when they come visit, or in the workplace when I know that there's people that speak Spanish and I can communicate with them and in their language, and so it opens up your whole opportunities. Have an open mind and have open, you're exposed to different cultures and exposed to different experiences. It's just really great. I designed the addition to Herbert Marcus Elementary School in Dallas for the DISD, and it was a really nice experience because I was able to work with the school district to design for little kids, their classrooms and their library and a part of their lobbies. And what was nice is that the the existing building, the building that was there before, had to match the new building, or the new building had to match the old building. And so that was kind of fun, that I had to pick the same color brick and we had to do the same style. So it was a very interesting project. So my piece of advice to the third graders that are watching this is follow your dreams. Really think about what you like to do in your day-to-day life, or what you'd like to do for fun, and make that your career. So when I was little, and I actually would like to draw, and I loved math, and I liked physics, believe it or not, and I liked the earth sciences and things, and so I started to think that maybe architecture is what I would like to do, or a nuclear physicist, but that was too hard. So I did architecture, but I didn't know much about it, but I knew that I loved to draw and I loved to do things with math. So I thought that those two would go together. And so just for you, just think, or for the kids that are watching, think of what do you like to do for fun, and then find something that's similar that you could do forever.
Hola, ¿qué hacen? Estamos negociando un trato. ¿De qué se trata el trato? Se trata de hacerle publicidad a nuestra obra de teatro.
Let's go over the second dialogue together. Student number 1 said, Hola, ¿qué hacen? Hello, what are you doing? Repeat after me. Hola, ¿qué hacen? Now, let's say the sentence together. Hola, ¿qué hacen? Student number 2 replied, Estamos negociando un trato. We are negotiating a deal. Repeat after me. Estamos negociando un trato. Let's say it together. Estamos negociando un trato. Next, student number 1 said, ¿De qué se trata el trato? What is the deal about? Say it after me. ¿De qué se trata el trato? Now, say it with me. ¿De qué se trata el trato? Student number 2 replied, Se trata de hacerle publicidad a nuestra obra de teatro. It's about advertising our play. Say it after me. Se trata de hacerle publicidad a nuestra obra de teatro. Now, all together. Se trata de hacerle publicidad a nuestra obra de teatro. Listen to the sentence one more time. Se trata de hacerle publicidad a nuestra obra de teatro. Perfecto. Parlez-vous français? Oui, oui. Poquito, yo sé. Do you speak English? I'm learning as well. Español es mi idioma. Vamos a negociar. Tú hablas inglés y yo en francés. En 3 idiomas podemos negociar. Seguro que algo bueno ha de pasar. This poem titled Oportunidad, opportunity, uses the word idioma for the word language. It's about a conversation between 2 people. It begins in French asking, Do you speak French? The answer is yes, a little, poquito. In the second verse, one person says that Spanish is her language and that they could negotiate in both French and English. At the end, it suggests that by using 3 languages, something good will happen. Here are some more new words as we learn about Spanish in the workplace. El teatro. El teatro. Theater. El teatro. La obra. La obra. Play. La obra. El repertorio. El repertorio. Repertoire. El repertorio. Excelente.
Some cultures travel more than others. How can a culture travel? We know that the Spanish language crossed the Atlantic Ocean when Columbus set sail to explore new worlds. Today, it is much easier for cultures to travel. You can watch a French movie, go to the theater, el teatro, to hear an Italian opera, or simply make an international telephone call. Cultures travel back and forth. Dan Burkhardt became interested in the Spanish language and incorporated it into his career as an actor and teacher. He regularly performs in bilingual Spanish and English productions and in classical plays, obras clásicas. He spoke with us about his interest in the Spanish language and how he uses it in his everyday life.
First became involved in theater when I went to community college, so it was after I graduated from high school in the Dallas Independent School District, and I went to Skyline Center, and I was a graduate of the cinematography program. But that also included television arts and a variety of arts, but I really had a calling for el teatro, so the theater, and I wanted to express myself in different ways than just through the medium that we see now on television, whereas theater is a live performing art. I do a lot of art teaching and drama teaching, but I also work with a lot of ESL or English as second language students that have just recently arrived from other countries and they're here immersing themselves in English for the very first time. Hablo poquito español. I speak a little Spanish in el teatro and in the escuela, in the classroom. It's very helpful for me and for the students because many times they're very ingratiated towards me and want to learn more if they feel that I'm there to not only help them but challenge them by learning English, and they're helping me learn Spanish so we converse in both languages. Well, I like to participate in a variety of productions, whether it's in English, Spanish, because I feel like there's opportunities to not only grow as an actor, but to use your language, which is very much important in the theater, to communicate to an audience, and use your language to reach a larger audience. So sometimes you use shows where they want you to use both languages in a particular production, and I feel like not only am I getting to perform this, but I'm getting to learn new material and a new language at the same time. Well, because I'm an actor and I'm very interested in becoming a teacher as well, and a lot of times, you know, an artist is a teacher and a teacher is an artist, so you not only want to look as your teacher as your friend and someone that is teaching you something, but look at their creative skills and artistic skills that maybe that you can pull from, and you may want to write some poetry or paint a picture or write a story, or even write the great novela. You want to write the novel that will change everything that you thought the world was about and allow people to see the world in a new and different way. And I think that language is just the key to opening up those doors.
Ahora es tiempo para la composición estudiantil. It's time for your composition. Imagine that you are in the business world. What kind of business would you like to own? Would you provide a product, like computers, or a service, like designing a building? How would you tell others about your business and make a profit? What type of negotiations would you make? Good luck! Buena suerte! We've learned so much today about Spanish in the workplace. So let's review our lesson and write down anything you might have missed. The verb of the day was negociar, to negotiate. And in our first dialogue, our students used the sentences ¿Qué negocias ahorita? What do you negotiate now? And estoy recaudando fondos para el Club de Francés. I'm raising funds for the French Club. The new vocabulary words in this lesson were la economía global, global economy, la oportunidad, opportunity, la Cámara de Comercio, Chamber of Commerce, la red de trabajo, network, and la publicidad, advertising, la destreza, skill, la fuerza de trabajo, workforce. We also learned the words el teatro, theater, la obra, play, el repertorio, repertoire. Our dicho was, donde una puerta se cierra, otra se abre. Where a door closes, another one opens. In our second dialogue, we used the sentences, ¿de qué se trata el trato? What is the deal about? And se trata de hacerle publicidad a nuestra obra de teatro. It's about advertising our play. Remember to write your composition about what kind of business you would own and what goods or services you would provide. Include how you will advertise your business and negotiate deals in your Diario de Español. Muy bien, nuevos amigos. You've done an outstanding job. Han hecho un trabajo sobresaliente. If you have any interesting information or fun ideas about Latin American culture and history, then I'd like to hear from you. Write me a message and have your teacher email it to me. Mándame un correo electrónico. The email address is nuevosamigos@dallasisd.org. Remember, when you learn to speak another language, you also make new friends. Acuérdense, cuando aprendemos más de un idioma, podemos hacer nuevos amigos. Cuídense y hasta la próxima.